Hey, hey, Cancer, intuitive soul coach here with your June 2022 full moon reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. Today we'll dive into the collective energy of Cancer and take a look at what energies are surrounding you around this June 14th supermoon in the sign of Sagittarius. Now this moon is all about adventure, Cancer. It's about getting out of your comfort zone, having a little fun, possibly taking a risk on a situation here. There may be travel involved as well. So just a friendly reminder, these are general readings. Please do take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you are interested in a personal reading or even entering into the free monthly reading giveaway, you can find both of those links in the description box below. All right, so Cancer, we do have Sagittarius, which says full moon in Sagittarius, and that is what we are clarifying. So beautiful, because this is about you seeing the bigger picture. You are certainly going to utilize this full moon to your advantage. So let's see what else we have here. We have Gemini energy. We also have Capricorn. Now you may have these placements in your chart. You may be dealing with other people in your life that have these placements specifically, or you're just embodying the energies. Since we will be going through that Sagittarius full moon, it doesn't surprise me this showed up. But we have Gemini embracing the flow of life and then unleashing your kindest self. So I love this showing up. They're talking about true authenticity and about you being raw and vulnerable around this full moon time. Now, seeing the bigger picture of a situation, it's almost like you have a bird's eye view of something that maybe you were not able to see as clearly in the past. But it's because, Cancer, you weren't meant to see it clearly at that time. Spirit was working behind the scenes. Now, whether that was a relationship, perhaps it was a job that wasn't offered to you, perhaps it was something with your finances or a friendship, something may not have worked out or you couldn't see what the end result would be. But I feel like it is coming to fruition because full moons are all about endings bringing new beginnings. It's about accomplishment, completions. So I do feel like there's something that you are seeing the bigger picture of because they're giving me the world energy here where you're going to feel a sense of victory, feel a sense of celebration here. Even though, again, in the past, it may not have worked out, you're going to realize why it didn't work out. So that relationship that happened 6 months ago that didn't work out that you hoped would, you may meet somebody new this month. That job that maybe passed you up. It may be because you were supposed to go in the direction of entrepreneurship, or perhaps you got a job that was better than the one prior. So I'm just seeing here that you are finally seeing the bigger picture around this full moon on the 14th. Now it says embrace the flow of life. This is what you're doing. You're letting go and letting God, so to speak here. This is about you going with the flow and knowing that the ebb and flow is going to change, but going to bring in the good and I don't want to say the bad, but you are realizing that you can't have one without the other. So I feel like there's a beautiful balance taking place for you this month here around mid-month, June 14th, but it also is going to flow into that new moon. So there's something you're creating that you're going with the flow with, and you're channeling this energy. It may have been something you thought about in the past, but you weren't quite ready to take the full leap of faith. I feel like whatever that was for you, again, whether it was a new job opportunity, whether it was an inventive idea, a relationship, maybe it was even getting a pet, whatever it was, I feel like there's something you are seeing now for what it is, and you're ready to leap forward. And we'll take a look and see what that is here in a moment. And then finally, we have unleash your kindest self. This is about you being kind to yourself, Cancer, and the people that surround you. What you're doing is I feel like you're calling in kindred spirits, your soul tribe. You may be calling in other like-minded individuals here. And I feel like you are seeing things for what they are, but you're also helping people because you're able to see from a different perspective than maybe other people can see. Some of you may be going into a career where you're able to see something from that bird's eye point of view that other people, it may be more difficult for them. So you're unleashing your kindest self by helping other people, but I feel like you're growing and advancing as well. Let's take a look and see what it is you're accomplishing, what successes are coming in, what endings, what victories. What is making you feel complete or fulfilled around this June 14th super moon? 8 of Pentacles, beautiful. You're mastering your skill here. There's some sort of trade work, artwork, craftsmanship. The 8 of Pentacles is about putting in your best effort and loving what it is that you do. It can be the card of apprenticeship as well. So some of you may be taking on a new idea, learning something because you're finally ready to take that leap. So like I said here, you're embracing the flow. If somebody says to you, hey Cancer, do you want to take an art class or a ballroom dance class or aerial yoga, or, you know, go on a cruise or go on this trip, you're saying, you know what, I'm going to go with the flow of life and I'm going to say yes to these opportunities. Now, for others of you, this is about something you're working on, your coin. There's a project, a side hobby, a side hobby or a hustle that you've been manifesting and really working towards. Maybe you're learning tarot. Maybe you're learning how to paint. Maybe you are learning how to create items and sell them on Etsy. Perhaps some of you are opening a YouTube channel or starting a YouTube channel, or you have already, and you're figuring out ways to bring in more clients. That's what I'm seeing here for a lot of you. Now, the 8 of Pentacles is about dedicating yourself to your art. It's very fortuitous for those that are in art, design, music, or education, and anything in the past that maybe you were inexperienced in. That may have been why you didn't, or you weren't able to get that job that you wanted, or that relationship. Maybe it wasn't right for you because the energy wasn't aligned. I feel for you, Cancer, that your energy is in perfect alignment to really mastering and growing something that you are working towards here. So you're going to feel a sense of accomplishment. Even though the 8 isn't quite, the king yet, I do feel a sense of accomplishment and pride for what it is that you are putting your energy into. The Hierophant, you're committed to it finally. Not so much finally, but you're committed 110% because you have the time and the energy to now, is what I am sensing. So some of you may be teachers, okay? Whether that is teaching in a traditional K through 12, or it is teaching other people through your online courses, or it could be through, through your workshops or seminars. Or for others of you, the Hierophant is about divine guidance, institutions, whether it is schools, colleges. It can be about you really taking a look at your traditions, your beliefs, your morals. This can even be church. It can be other spiritual groups as well. So this can be about being divinely guided towards your calling or committed to something that really is a spiritual belief within you here. So I like this a lot. Let's take a look and get one more energy for you, one more card for Cancer. The Death. There's a total transformation happening within you. Some of you may have had a near-death experience, is what they're saying. Now, this could have been many, many years ago. Some of you may have had a close call. If that was not you, I feel like you really went through some sort of rebirth internally here. There was a transition. You went through a time of possibly a lot of inner healing, based on the experiences or the relationships that you had here, Cancer. You've had to deal with a lot, but it's almost like you're rising from the ashes, that phoenix energy here. There's a beautiful birth and transition that's coming out. And during it, it may have been sticky, it may have been messy, it may have been uncomfortable, because as change shows up in our lives, sometimes we fear change until we start to get used to it. But what I'm feeling here for you is you're seeing the bigger picture, that you needed to go through some sort of transition to get to where you are. And now you're fully committed to this life, or to this path, or to this relationship, or this soul journey here. So I like this for you. Now let's take a look at your untapped spiritual gifts and your greatest strengths. What are your untapped gifts for Cancer? Untapped. 3 of Swords, to overcome any heartache, to overcome the pain that you've endured, Cancer. This is untapped. So I want you to know that you have tapped into this. You have tapped into that inner healing. Some of you, this is about helping others heal through their pain and heartbreak, which is what I was picking up on earlier as well. Now, this is showing up as a spiritual gift of yours. So this isn't something to fear. This is something that you came here into this lifetime at this time in our, in this day and age, that you're coming here to empower and uplift and bring love, spread love. I mean, you have unleashed your kindest self here. This is about you bringing peace to not only other people, but most importantly yourself. And I feel like you may have mastered, or you may really have figured out how to heal through some sort of, it could have been trauma. It could have been emotional abuse, physical abuse. It may have been really deep things that you've endured in childhood that you've had to overcome. This could be even, bullying, suicidal thoughts, depression, anxiety, rape, all of those things that maybe you have been through at one point or another. Alcoholism, drug abuse. I mean, we come here in this lifetime with all of these devil or these temptations, or surrounding ourselves with the energies of other people that are lower of low to learn these soul lessons, and sometimes they're darn hard. But what I'm seeing here with this dark night of the soul energy, you're coming out from this pain, whatever you've endured, even if it wasn't as high as those extremes I mentioned. There's something that you're still coming through, whether it's, a heartache, whether it is the loss of someone that you love, even if it's a physical loss or an emotional loss. There's something here that you can really help other people. And I feel like you're seeing the bigger picture and you're saying, you know what? I think I'm going to go back to school to be a counselor. I think I'm going to take this online course to be a coach, a life coach, or a mentor, or I think I'm going to talk to other people on my YouTube channel about empowering acts or how to heal themselves. So Cancer, you have a really beautiful gift, and I feel like you're seeing that gift for what it is, a gift to help others, your soul purpose here. Now, the next question is, what is your greatest strength? Page of Wands. Now, the Page of Wands is a beautiful energy to have as your strength, because it's saying that no matter what, you will remain curious. You will remain inquisitive, and you will stay in that energy of constantly learning how to overcome things, because we never stop learning. We never stop evolving. And Cancer, you're here to teach. You're here to enlighten. You're here to heal and empower. And the Page of Wands is about you having that childlike enthusiasm, that passion, that eagerness to really move forward in your career or in a project or a course of study. So there's something here that you are doing that is really fulfilling you. And I feel like it's your passion. Now, the Page of Swords can be about jumping in head first at times, but there's a huge opportunity for growth. That is your greatest strength. And not only your own personal growth here, Cancer, but helping other people grow and evolve as well. This is really, really beautiful stuff here. Now let's take a look and see what spirit messages are coming through for you. They keep bringing me the name Rosie. It could be Rose. It could be Rose as a middle name, or a grandma's name, or it could be the name of, a business. I'm not quite sure how it resonates for you. Hopefully it does for some of you out there, but I'm getting Rose quite strong. Maybe you're wearing rose essential oil, or you have roses on your counter. Oh my gosh. There's a rose right there. Oh, Cancer, you can't make that up. A mother's love. So some of you, your mother is coming through quite strong. Maybe your mother's name is Rose. Maybe your mother loved roses, or it's just symbolic, literally, for the rose showing up here in this card. Let's take a look and see what else Spirit has. We have trust. You have trust twice. Or at least I thought you had trust coming in. We have a mother's love, trust, and see what else we have here from Spirit. What else do we have here from your spiritual health? Hello from heaven. Wow. Some of you, well, a lot of you, not some of you, I would say the majority of you watching have a really strong spiritual team. Now, I want you to know that, Cancer, whether this is your guides, your angels, your grandmother who has crossed over, a brother who's crossed over, Cancer, whoever this is for you, they're giving me somebody who is very, very flamboyant, very ostentatious, very feminine as well, even though they may be masculine, but they're very feminine. I just love this energy. It's almost like just a lot of excitement, a lot of passion and zest for life. Now, this person may have crossed over. It may have been quickly is what I'm getting here as well. Please take that as it resonates. Now we have here, a mother's love is reaching out to you at this time and holding you close. She knows how much you miss her and wants to remind you that this special bond of love can never be broken. So for some of you, this is your own mother. For others of you, you need to know, very important from your spiritual team, that you, Cancer, are a wonderful mother. if this is you, okay? Some of you, even if you're male, this can be your own mother, even if she's still living here on earth. Maybe you're separated by distance, or maybe you just spoke with her on the phone an hour ago. Regardless here, this bond can never be broken. And some of you may be healing because you have that Three of Swords. Some of you may be healing and forgiving based on maybe something that your mother put you through. It could be that abandonment or rejection I was picking up on earlier. But there's a lot of healing involved here with this energy. Next, we have trust. And I really love this coming up. You can see the compass. Trust that you are heading in the direction of your true north, that you are heading in the direction of your soul's purpose and your soul's calling, which you have been all along, Cancer. You have been going in this right direction here, but sometimes we take detours. Sometimes we get off track. Sometimes we let the ego come in or the fear come in and hold us back. It doesn't mean that we don't accomplish what we're here to accomplish, but it may just not happen in the timing that we had thought it would. Now it says, while your logical mind is dictating a supposedly clear direction, your soul's inner guidance is urging you to follow an alternative path. The logical path may be one that you consider safe and more familiar, but you could be missing out on boundless opportunities and so much more. That's what this full moon is all about. That's what the Sagittarius energy is about. Seeing the bigger picture, taking risks, having fun, getting out of your comfort zone, planning a trip, going on an adventure. This is saying it's not time to play it safe, Cancer. It's time for you to go after what it is here that you want and trust that you will be divinely led along the way, which I certainly feel you will be. If you want to go for that job opportunity, if you want to go for that raise, if you want to start that YouTube channel, whatever it is you're doing, it's time to do it. Don't let fear hold you back. And then next here we have hello from heaven. And they just said Sally. Sally. Okay. They gave me When Harry Met Sally. I think that's a movie. I don't think I've seen it myself. Now there could be a Harry and a Sally. Maybe you just watched that movie, or maybe your name is Sally. Please take it as it resonates. But it says here, your loved ones in the spirit world want to connect with you as much as you want to connect with them. They know you've been thinking of them, and they're sending you signs and symbols to show you how much they love you, to prove they're with you at this time. So pay attention to the signs, the synchronicities, the songs, the numbers, the coins, the animals that are showing up here, especially around this full moon. Some of you may be doing some full moon ceremonies. Maybe you're doing a full moon release, or cleansing your crystals under the light of the full moon, or just putting yourself out there and soaking up that moon. They're really talking about how you're going to feel really connected intuitively to your spiritual team around that full moon. So if you're able to see the moon at that time, I definitely suggest you get out in nature, or put yourself, outside or in a location or a spot where you can see that moon and just soak in the energy. You may feel a really strong connection to possibly somebody who's crossed over, or just to your spiritual team in general. Also pay attention to your dreams. All right. Next, we're going to take a look here, Cancer, and see how you've grown during this cycle. How have you grown during this cycle here? I do feel a lot of you have grown a lot. You've really, they're just giving me you woke. W-O-K-E. You woke. I don't even know if that's the correct word, woke. But I'm just hearing that it's almost like you've leveled up here. You've really woke up to a situation. 9 of Pentacles, Devil in reverse, wonderful, and the 7 of Wands. Yeah, you felt like you had no other choice but to release yourself from that energy that was maybe toxic to you. Okay, some of you, it could have been a relationship, an addiction, codependency. It could have been anything tempting you to go on that detour that we talked about earlier, materialism, manipulation, fear, obsessions. But this is about you taking a stance for what you believe to be true for you. 7 of Wands is defending your beliefs. And if this devil energy is coming in, threatening those beliefs, those morals, or the way that you want to live your life, let's say that you are trying to get all your ducks ducks in a row. You're trying to pay attention to your career. You are trying to save money and stay on a healthy eating and drinking routine. And then somebody comes in and shakes up your world and they say, oh, Cancer, you don't have to eat healthy. You can go on and do this with me. Let's go drink. Let's go do this. Let's skip work today. Let's skip school today. This may not be the kind of energy that you have set up with your moral system. So that could be a job. That could be a person. That could be thoughts as well. So whatever it is here, you're setting yourself up for success, because the Nine of Pentacles is how you've grown. Nine of Pentacles is creating a life that you love and that you are proud of. So whatever this devil energy was that was holding you back, Cancer, you're saying, you know what? Not worth it. I want to live life on my terms. I don't want anything to do with anything tempting me to go off track here. I'm reclaiming my power. I'm freeing myself up. And the Nine of Pentacles says that your safety, security, and self-sufficiency and hard work is paying off here in bigger ways than you could have imagined. So I love this blend showing up for you. Now, last but not least, we're going to take a look at action steps, Cancer, that you can take to continue growing on your soul's journey. What do we have here for Cancer? We have God Box. We have Twin Flame, we have Earth Angel, and we have Fairies. I love this energy here. Okay, so right away, Twin Flame is highlighting some of you, not all of you, may have been dealing with a twin flame or maybe even a false twin flame. They may have been toxic to your energy, and you may say, you know what, this isn't where I want to be. This isn't the same game, the same roller coaster I want to continue playing. It's time to move on from this energy. It says the answers you seek to the answer to your question involves a spiritually based romantic relationship. For some of you, not all of you, you may have dealt with or are dealing with a twin flame. Also, fairies. You have a strong bond with the fairies, the elementals. Your life purpose involves helping Mother Nature. Whether this is picking up some trash on the side of the road, maybe it's planting a tree, or it could even be eating organically, eating locally, but it's also about you putting that good energy out, feeding the birds here, making sure that the flowers are, that maybe you have flowers growing for the bees. And I just feel a strong sense of energy here with nature. And the fairies, I feel maybe something that, thank you, Spirit. They just said that some of you may look like fairies. Maybe you've been told that you look like a fairy, or maybe some of you do artwork that has to do with fairies. Please take it as it resonates. All right, we have God Box. Write any worries, concerns, or desires on a piece of paper that you put into a special container called a God Box as a way of letting go and allowing the divine to help you. I love that this is showing up here for you, Cancer, because the full moon energy is the perfect time to create a God Box, or, it could be a goddess box. It could be a spiritual box, whatever you want to name that box here, a higher power box. If God doesn't necessarily resonate with your energy, I feel like this is about you putting all of your fears, worries, desires, hopes, anything of that nature, just put them in a box or in a bag under the full moon energy. This is something that really is a thing. There's full moon ceremonies where you can do this, and it helps release, put things out there. It says that you're going to trust, and you have that card showing up here. You're going to trust that the universe is going to take care of your needs and help guide you along the way. And not only the universe here, but everything in it, which is your spiritual team, your loved ones, your ancestors, your guides, your angels. So God Box is a perfect thing for you to do, a perfect ceremonial energy that you can perform around that full moon time. And then last but not least, we have Earth Angel. Cancer, you may certainly be an Earth Angel here, or you could be in contact with one. It says you are a light worker who has come to Earth to teach about love. And that's pretty much what we've been talking about. Unleash your kindest self, the Hierophant card. You've definitely come to teach about love. That's part of your soul's purpose, part of your soul's mission. So again, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. I feel like you've gained some really deep lessons where I do feel like it may be your time to teach. So I hope this resonates with you, Cancer. Really beautiful reading. I'm excited to see what this full moon holds for you. Feel free to come back around that energy or even 2 weeks out from the full moon and comment what this is for you. And if it does resonate with you, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button. It certainly does help get the divine channeled messages to those that need it most. Cancer, feel free to hit that thumbs up, share, subscribe, and notification bell if you'd like. And I am sending you, Cancer, so much love. Thanks for tuning in.